Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm going to show you the team I'm using for the Birds event, and I'm going to do the whole thing actually live as we speak, just for the benefit of people who are interested in how I go about picking a team for this kind of event. Now what I always do is grab tier 1 from the shop. This gives you a potion of enchantment amongst other things, but a potion of enchantment is super handy. All your troops start enchanted at the start of every single battle for the entirety of this event. So that is really, really cool. I have already bought it, as you can see. This is because this is a second attempt to make this video because some inconsiderate buffoon rang the doorbell literally at this stage as I was doing this video the first time around. So let's hope we don't get disturbed again. Right, for the fight, let's see what I can do here. Go to edit teams and we are restricted to Mystic and colour yellow. So this is interesting. For these kind of events, it is best and quickest to pick a troop which does damage to all. This is going to just kill the entire enemy team in one cast, first of all, and because all our troops are enchanted, they're all going to be able to cast quite quickly, even when we get to the more difficult stages. So I'm going to look at troops which I know have damage to all, and Dark Magus is one, deals 19 damage to all in my case, curses and webs, not great. Enchantress deals 21 damage to all enemies and enchants a random ally, which does have a couple of good points, but nothing we're going to use today. Who else have we got? We can use Luna, deals 36 damage in my case to all enemies, and either inflicts 1 to 2 status effects on all enemies or grants 1 to 2 status effects to all allies. So that is quite handy. Explodes a random gem when matching yellow gems too. So that is a mini mana generator at the same time. We'll throw her in there for now. This is what I do. I throw someone I'm interested in there for now. We can take them out if we're not interested. Queen Zochi deals 41 damage to all enemies, and if there's a storm, explode 5 gems. And we can force a storm to come around every single turn, so that is pretty handy. So we'll explode gems as well, which makes her a mini generator, and she's pretty nifty. She's too strixy for her shirt, and she's quite perky. She's our perky friend. Really like her. We'll throw her in there.
They will feel my fury.
What else we got? None of these. None of these. Starflower deals damage to all enemies, boosted by ally and enemy Fae. Summons a random Fae, but we've not got a Fae in our team, so this is not that great. But there is a 20% chance to transform a random enemy to a pixie, which can be fun, but yep, I like the other ones more. So who else have we got? Is there any more? Vanya Soulmorn. Deal damage to all enemies, boosted by blessed allies, and summon a silver necropolis troop. Now, we can get blessed going, but it is on a third trait where you have to get 4 matches to make that work. But the games aren't going to last that long because they're going to be single casts at first to wipe out the enemy. So don't like that one either. So we've got Luna and Queen Zochi so far. In an ideal world, I'd add more Queen Zochi, but bizarrely, I've only got 1 somehow. That's weird. I thought I'd have more of them than that. But on the account of only having 1, we have to pick something else. So I may as well go for a Vanya Soulmorn, because we've got a nice mixture now. We've got yellow and green, yellow and brown, and yellow and purple. Now we need a weapon to go with this. For these events, I like something that charges up nice and fast. So we want something that's going to charge the team as well. So for that reason, I'm going to search for a weapon that explodes. This is our choice. Explodes 34 green gems, which is going to charge up the Luna. That's quite handy. We don't really care about the status effect of goblins. That doesn't really matter. And it does summon a goblin. This one summons a beast, but mana blocks Vanya, so still prefer Gobstickler. Oshia's Tome is based on elemental allies, so that doesn't count. That mana blocks everyone. And that explodes 8 gems, so Gobstickler is absolutely the way forward for this. And for now, I will have that in 2nd place. Actually, I'll put Zochi first, then Luna, then that. Right, so basically if we get yellow or brown, this should charge up Zochi nice and fast, and she will do damage and wipe out the entire team nice and quickly. So The key to her is that if there's a storm, explode 5 gems. So we want a storm. So we're going to go in the class Storm Caller. I've got to work on this. This is really low level at the moment for me. Only 28, blimey. But the traits, that third trait, Conjure a Light Storm when my turn begins. That's yellow. We're going to get tons of yellow constantly every single turn. And that aids her spell as well, because she'll then explode 5 gems whenever she casts. So a quick look at the talent trees. Not that they're that relevant to me, because I've done hardly anything on this. Yeah, both don't really need them really, to be honest, but yeah, none of these are particularly relevant. May as well have Thunder Fist though. Don't want a Dust Storm, so I'll pick that because I don't want that, and that's all I've done, so that's going to have to do. And on the banner side of things, right, obviously we want +2 yellow, but then we're using brown, green, blue and purple, so we don't use red, so I want something that's +2 yellow with minus red. So keep on going until I find +2 yellow at the top. In an ideal world I'd want red at the bottom. Keep going, keep going, keep going. If there's not something like that, then we'll just wing it, and right, that's pretty decent. Yeah, and that charges up the hero weapon as well, so that's pretty good. So just make sure there's nothing else better. Nope, I'm liking that. I think that is pretty cool. Right, so we're good to go. Just make sure I did select that. There we go. Helps if I actually equip it, doesn't it? Right, so what we'll be doing for right now is just trying to get yellow or brown and then cast our perky friend. The benefit of this is, this team, is with Luna there as well. We explode a random gem when matching yellow gems. It would actually be quite quick to have more than one of her in as well. Might actually swap out Vanya Solmorn actually for a second Luna, because then we're going to explode 2 yellow gems at the start. So I may do that next round. This may evolve ever so slightly, these sort of teams, as I go about the event. And pick your poison. Any one of 3 we could have cast then to win the game straight away. In fact, I am going to chuck out Vanya and stick in another Luna for that exact reason I was just saying about the explodey gem. So now we're going to explode 2 yellow gems when we get the yellow match. Lots of brown there, ready to go. Job done. Like I say, any one of those troops that I showed at the beginning that do damage to all, they'll work. If you don't have Queen Xochi, but you have Luna, that'll work. If you don't have Luna, but you have Vanya Solmorn, that'll work. If you're a newish player and you've only got Enchantress, stick them in there instead. They'll definitely work at the early stages of the game without any shadow of a doubt. Damage to all is a good way to go in these games. Yeah, it's very fast charging on that explode yellow gems. Trait now of Lunas. And we get that nice storm at the start as well, which means we get more yellow. Potions activated. Light storm, yellow gems fall more than the other colours. Event sigils. Wind Archer. No yellow. Still look for brown, but we've got a nice blue over here. Need to work on this Stormcaller class. I didn't realise some of these were so low. Some of this goes back to early days of just playing the game on and off and just, you know, just dabbling with it really rather than playing it properly and not realising the importance of those things about... I think what happened was, I think on some things, I think I had Titan was one of the first ones I got up to level 100 and I just left it on it and played it for months, maybe even a year or two, just on and off without realising I was stuck on the same class, not getting any XP benefits, class benefits to the other classes, which I really should have been doing. An absolute mega rookie mistake at the time, and something you don't want to do. I could have had probably all these on level 100 by now had I done it properly in the early days. But it's a super complicated game now, and very hard for new players to get into, I'd suggest. It was a bit overwhelming back then, a few years ago, let alone what it's like now. Crikey. Added so much to it. I have no idea why I collected that. I wasn't even thinking about what I collected then, I just grabbed something. Let's get Luna charged. It's a handy thing about that trait. Inflict 1 or 2 status effects to all enemies, or grant them to the allies. There it did it to the enemies obviously, and then entangled them all. Get this because we'll get yellow at the same time. And then wipe them out. Slow Server Monday. That is the only thing about these weapons or traits that explode a gem. Like I saw a move then I was going to do after the initial move, but you can't really plan it like that with these, because if that explode a yellow gem when you collect yellow, you can't really plan anything because the board is going to change should you do that. So you can't do a thing like if there's a 4 match at the bottom, for example, and then you collect a yellow at the top, that could explode something near the bottom, which actually spoils that 4 match. So it can go against you at the same time. If you're a person that likes ultimate control, then best to have those explode a gem ways of generating mana turned off. We need 1 more charge, so that will do. Now we've got plenty to do the required damage. No, not quite. But we've got plenty in reserve. Yeah, I'll just do a couple more and call it that for now, because it's pretty clear the way this team operates. Very easy to use as well. Not much to think about, which is nice sometimes. Don't want anything too taxing, especially on a Monday. Just do this fairy godmother, and that will be it. And that's a nice little sequence there. And again. And that is it. Queen Perky did the job. And And Billy the Kid is a pet I think I need. So that is going to be the end of this video. So I've got to go and get that goat. Right, so there's the video. There's the team that I used. Don't forget to grab your rewards at the end. Your whole guild takes part. If you're in a guild, if you're not, get in one. Finish watching this video, then go get in a guild. Because you can just progress so much further in these events when you're in a guild. And you feel good about yourself because you're taking part and contributing at the same time. So there's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not bash those like and subscribe buttons? It's free. And there it is. Catch you next time. Oh, let's see what I got. Growth. Oh, yet another Orb of Wisdom. Thank you very much. Bye for now.